Hey, it's Al Angelo from A Plus Racing, and we're working on the Spec Miata. All right. Hey, you guys notice we got that dash in because you watched that last video, right? Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Anyhow, so we're going to go ahead and put in a few trim pieces on the Miata today. And one of them I want to do is I want to fill in that big old hole on the right-hand side where the airbag went in. So all I've done, and these are cool about the NBs, they don't do this with the NA18s, is that when you get the airbag from the NB, you can pop out these little metal clips right here, and then this whole cover comes off, and then there's the airbag. Okay, so this just snaps off of here, and then this has some quick clips on it right here. Check this out. All right. So we come over here and we set it in place. It's in. That's it. Okay. Those are so cool. All right. And look how clean it looks. It's totally clean. Now, sometimes people leave that out and they kind of clean that up in there and they put gauges and stuff in there, or maybe even that catalyst that you spent $1,000 on. So we don't need this. We could probably sell it to a wrecking yard because they're always needing these things. All right. I got another thing I want to show you. And that is a device that I get from 5X Racing, my friends over there in Florida. And what it is, it's a radio delete plate. So it's going to delete where the radio would sit right up there in the middle of the dash. And it comes with everything that you need, of course. So it comes with a couple of screws and a couple of spacers and the plate. All right? And it's all drilled and ready to go. What I like to do with this sometimes is cut my holes in here and put gauges and switches and stuff like that. In this case, the Econo build, we're just going to go ahead and install it. And, well, I'm not going to install it, all right? Once a year, I kind of like to give the kids in the class a chance to go ahead and film something and make it on their own. You guys probably remember the guys from last year. I think it was Little and maybe Hamilton did the seatbelt removal on this very car. So I'm going to have a couple of my students that are in my class now, and they're going to go ahead and walk you through the steps of how to install this radio delete plate. So let me introduce them. I'm going to take my mic off. All right, come on up. As you might look familiar with this shirt here, that's because he works for me on the weekends out at the racetrack. And and you go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Odu from A Plus Racing.
My name is Hyro. I don't work for A Plus Racing.
Okay, well maybe he has a future. We'll check and see. All right. I mean, we can only have one good-looking face in the whole outfit here. You know, I got that position filled. All right. So I'm going to give them the mic, and they're going to go ahead and show you how to put in the radio delete plate. All right. Here you go. It's all yours, man.
All right. Thank you.
Get to it.
All right. Let's get in there. So the first thing we're going to need is the radio delete plate. This little thing. 2 screws and then the spacers. And then a Phillips head screwdriver. All right. And then here are the parts. 2 little spacers, 2 screws. Pretty simple. So you're going to put the screws through these little holes. And they're going to go in these holes right where the radio used to be. And on the other side of the screws, put the spacers. There we are. And it just sits right in place. Might need to move it around.
So easy.
You just got to find the hole. It can be a little hard because the hole's a little covered up, but the screw should sit in there pretty nicely. Thank you. You just take the Phillips head, seat them down nice and even. And already that looks a lot better. Then you take your little trim piece, and this just slides right in. There's little holes all over this. That's where these little trim clips go. And they just pop in. All right, and that is it. I've been Aidan from A Plus Racing, and I'll see you out at the track.